半分こね。
Hey guys. The Tokyo Revengers Baji Letter or spinoff Chapter 12 is finally out. The chapter shows more light in Ryusei Past life and the new character introduced in the last chapter, the vice captain of Utsuya Kaiden, Hishi Kajiro. Before we start the video, please like the video and subscribe for more Tokyo Revengers contents. Also comment your thoughts on the chapter. Without any delay, let's get down to the video. From the previous chapter, we see Chifiyu look for Ryusei from one place to another, beating up delinquents who refuse to answer. He met a very skinny dude with long blonde hair who said he knew where Ryusei was. Chifiyu let his guard down and ended up getting tased by the blonde guy. He was taken to a batting arena where he was taped to a chair and watched his friend get tortured. He also realized Ryusei was kidnapped and was also taped on a chair, plus he is injured and bleeding. He was shocked that someone as strong as Ryusei was captured and he watched him get tortured. From the translation, Baji spin-off Chapter 12 is titled Youth. It continues from where it left off. We see Chifiyu still pinned on the chair. He asked Ryusei what he has to do with Utsuya Kaiden, what is history with the blonde vice captain of Utsuya Kaiden, that he was kidnapped despite previously being in the gang. Ryusei replied that the blonde dude Hishi Kajiro is his friend. His good friend from when they were still children. Chifiyu was shocked. Ryusei continues that he and Hishi Kajiro lived close to each other, his parents and Hishi Kajiro parents weren't always around, so they spent most of their time together. Eating, sleeping and even bathing together, just to show how close they were. Their neighborhood was full of criminals and delinquents, and not too long they were dragged into the delinquent life. The two Ryusei and Kajiro defeated all the delinquents that rivaled them and they became unstoppable and popular. As fame came, more delinquents started hanging around them, and they made a gang, Utsuya Kaiden. After some time Ryusei left the gang for Toman. He calls Ryusei a traitor for leaving Utsuya Kaiden for Toman. He said Ryusei have always been sensitive to the weak. He said he feels his heart breaking as he torture Ryusei. Kajiro said Ryusei is a guy that goes wrong if he doesn't have him by his side. With a baseball bat in his hand, he said it is his fault for not guiding Ryusei and raised the bat and hits him on his shoulder while Ryusei struggled in pain and Chifiyu looks devastated. Kajiro apologizes to Ryusei while hitting him with the baseball bat. Chifiyu lost it and screams at Kojiro to stop it. He asks Ryusei if he is going to allow a guy like this to defeat him. He tells Ryusei to wake up. Ryusei tells him to shut up, that this is his business and mess, so Chifiyu to say out of it. Kojiro tells Chifiyu that Ryusei is realizing his mistake and coming back, so he shouldn't butt in. He tells him that he is free to go and tell Baji that he kidnapped him and told him to go. We all know Chifiyu too well, he definitely won't leave his friend to keep getting tortured. He remembers the fun times he had with Ryusei, how he messed up his hair, played and fought with him. He somehow moved the chair he was taped on to block a bat attack aimed at Ryusei and he was hit on the head. He said he doesn't know about Kojiro or Ryusei Past, but Ryusei is his friend. He tries to attack Kojiro, despite being taped on a chair, and he was pushed to the ground by Yutsaya Kaiden member. Kojiro tells him he is very dumb, and he doesn't understand the situation he is in. He raised his bat to hit Chifiyu, who was knocked down. A baseball suddenly knocked off the bat from Kojiro's hand. Everyone was surprised and turned to see where the ball came from, and they saw a figure in the dark holding another bat. The figure turns out to be Baji, who hit the ball that knocked out Kojiro bat from his hand. Baji looked really motivated. In the background, we see Chifiyu two friends that split up in the previous chapter. It seems they went to call Baji and brought him to the building Ryusei and Chifiyu was kidnapped in. And the chapter ends with a cliffhanger.